Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sheila Atieno Vandegraaff. As always, I'm always excited to share with you about various things, about life, about education, about empowerment, about gender issues, about discrimination in the society, and things that people don't want to talk about. So today I want to talk about something that so many of people have reached out to me either through the comments or in person, and they just want to know. In my last video, I shared how to identify your life purpose, and some of you guys reached out to me and said, "Oh yeah, I know my life purpose. I know where I want to be, but I am so afraid. I am so afraid. What if I fail? What if it doesn't come through? What if what I'm thinking of is not even the right path?" So our topic for today is how to overcome being afraid to fail. Basically, the fear of failure. Many people fear to fail, yeah? And by fearing to fail, they fear to start and they fear to see the success of their life. So why is it a big thing? Why do people fear to fail? Because the society has given us so many things, obstructions that they've given us, their marking scheme, and we tend to live by society expectation. Even as I'm recording this video, I'm still afraid. I'm afraid of the impact. But will it stop me to take the video? No, that's how you've gotten to watch it. My motto is fail forward. You will fail. I have failed. Oh my goodness. Let me give you a story brief about my life into now getting to start my own NGO. I had started like 3-4 other NGOs that didn't succeed. I have been in a situation that I've failed so many times that I think I became so common to being a failure, But who says that you're a failure? It's just another way to reach to your success. Failure is just another way to reach to your success. One step at a time makes you better. So it's not failure, it's a step. We are always told that Thomas Edison tried 1,000 times. I don't know whether he was counting, but that's what's in the books. But if he was to give up on the 99 or 132, light. So every time you think that you failed, that's just a step closer to your success. Every time you think that you're failing, you're gaining a lot. You're learning a better way not to do it. Okay? So I'm going to share with you some of the things that I've used as me that has helped me to overcome failure or the fear of failure. And number one is that you have to know that mastery takes time. For you to be a master in painting, in art, in music, look at the likes of Beyonce. Look at, who is your role model? Look at how many years it took them to be a perfectionist in that field. You don't wake up today and you succeed tomorrow. It takes time. Some are luck. I personally don't believe in luck. It's just opportunity appearing at the right time. So you have to keep on. You have to perfect your skills. And by failing, that's how you perfect that skill. So you don't just wake up and tomorrow you've mastered it and, So by you failing, it's a step towards you gaining mastery in it and you succeeding in it. So when you fail, you're succeeding every step, and you gauge your success with that. Number two, have a child mentality. When you have a child mentality, you will know that failure is not inborn. If it was inborn, then all of us will just be seated somewhere, not knowing how to walk. Because remember how many times, maybe you can't remember, you can see from the photos and videos, how many times you tried to walk and fell, how many times you tried to, when you are a child and you didn't care. When people were clapping, You fell down, you started crying, you keep on moving. So you have to keep on moving. You cannot stay on the same place for the rest of your life. Have the mentality of a child. Keep on going, because the world doesn't wait for anyone. So that's number 2. How I always say, okay, today I tried it, it didn't work. Tomorrow I'll have to try it. Number 3, avoiding to fail. It's already a failure. I remember sharing with people that, I have this phobia that I cannot drive. I fear driving because I was involved in an accident and all that. And when you continue having that in your mind, for sure I know I will not be in a position to say that I will drive or something like that, because it will keep you grounded. It will keep you settled. You'll never want to move from your comfort zone because you're afraid. You don't want to be branded as, a failure. So by avoiding to fail, you're already failing. So please just start. Number 4 is take care of the things you can control. What are those things you can control? And when I say that take care of things you can control, these are things that are internally. One of the things that you can take care of is your thoughts. I always say, if I come to you to ask you and you respond to me negative, maybe I ask you for your contacts, I feel like you're one person that can add value in my life, in terms of my business, in terms of my work, and I come to you and you tell me, no, I can't give you my contact, I'll be like, it's fine. And I always tell people, it's not written here. It's not written on my head that you told me no. I have to move on. Life has to move on. So take care of the things, your behavior. Can you improve on your behavior? If you can improve on your behavior, that's good. Can you improve on your character? Can you improve on your values? Start doing the things you can control. Because if you can work on yourself, things outside will not matter, will not be of trouble. Those are some of the things that I always use. Don't get me wrong, even up to now, even right now, I fear failure, but I have to fail forward. That's always my motto. Fail forward. Keep on failing forward. Number 5 is stop taking care of things that you cannot control. The external factor. What will people say about me? How will they take me? We're always concerned about the judging. Will they judge me? Am I too fat? Am I too thin? Am I too black? Am I too brown? Am I too tall? Yeah? What is the society going to say? How am I communicating? Stop it. You can't do much about what people will say. People will always hear this joke that when you're tall, they will talk. When you're fat, they will talk. When you're thin, they will talk. When you sleep, they will talk. When you wake up, they will talk. When you give them, they will talk. When you don't give them, they will talk. So choose your battle wisely because they will always talk. They will always talk. The external factor will always be there. There's nothing you can do about the external factor, but you can do a lot about your external. If you feel like you're not in your best of health, work on it. If you feel you're not in your best of shape, work on it. But don't expect that you will control how people will. Like right now, I'm shooting this video. I don't have a control of how many people will watch it. Will people watch it? Will people like it? But what I have control about is I have to shoot this video. I have to do this video because I know somebody somewhere will benefit from this video. Somebody somewhere will take a step out of this video. Somebody somewhere will start living their life purpose. Somebody somewhere will wake up and say, hey, I have to do this. I have to fail forward. Fail forward. Number 6 is you have to start, not stop. Start ignoring the negative people. I've mentioned this in so many of my videos because the world will always have expectations of you, over you, and whatever they expect you to have, to do, to behave, to, people will always have expectations. So it's you to decide which one goes in and which one goes out. So don't accept everything that comes your way, especially the negative things. Don't accept everything that comes your way. What I advocate is do your best. I try as much as possible to do my best. And when it goes out, I am positive that I did my best. Do your best. Let the world give their negativity, give their positivity, but play your part so well that no one else, that you know when you go to sleep, you are happy that you did your best. And I'm not saying entirely ignore. Pick on the things that you need to improve on. Yes, people can send you, oh, your video is dull, or your background is not good, or the color, or I don't know what. I will review your feedback. But when it's touching on my personal, like it doesn't add value to what I'm doing, I will ignore that. So that's how I've always been running my business. I take what adds value into my life, and the rest I ignore. And at times, when I was starting the organization, my non-profit organization that supports youth, women, and vulnerable women in the slums and rural areas, I started with my co-partner. When I was trying to reach out to my friends and to ask them what their opinion would be, or the opinion and how best I would approach it, I can tell you for free, 99.2 or almost 100%, everyone told me it's not worth it. It's not worth it. What if? And the moment your friends, the people you trust the most, or your relatives, your family, the people you have so much confidence in, the moment they tell you it's not worth it, or it's a no, or they give you negative remarks, there is always a higher chance that you will stop your dream from there. So ignore the negativity. Just keep on grinding. Grind your keep on grinding. Number 7 is never say you failed at your dream. At no time will you ever fail at achieving your dream. Why am I saying that? So many people say, I always wanted to be this way, and I just feel like I'm failing. I'm failing myself. I'm failing my family. No, you're not failing yourself. You're not failing your family. You're just finding different ways to achieve your dreams, because you can never say that I achieved my dreams when you're still alive. You'll keep on, modifying your dreams, finding other ways to reach your dreams. So never ever say that you failed at reaching it. There's no barometer to measure, or a measurement for your dream. It is you who knows where you want to be, and failing at it is not an option. It's just a different way to reach that particular dream that keeps on shifting. When I was young, I thought my dream was to get into a car one day, or own a car, or drive a car. You'll realize that as you go by, your dream keeps on changing and gets harder. You can say it keeps on getting harder. But as you go by, you learn that failure is not an option. It is part and parcel of life. It is with us. By you not doing it, you've also failed. By you not starting, you've also failed. So never say that you failed at achieving your dream. Number 8, put your best forward. Do your best. Do your best in whatever you're doing. That if anybody, I always say that, let me give it my best, so that if anybody has anything to say, at least I did my best. At least when we started our organization, and no one was in a position to understand our vision, we gave it our best. We went to sleep, I think, at 3 a.m. and woke up at 6 a.m. And in some other activities, some of my colleagues will even sleep in the venue where we were supposed to have events. I remember there's a day when we were starting up our non-profit organization with my colleagues, my co-founder, and one of the pillars that we have is how to eradicate poverty through economic empowerment, entrepreneurship program. So we will hold, and we still do that, we hold events, that bring in mentors in the field of like entrepreneurs to share their journey, to share how they did it. And it's never easy. It's not easy hosting an event. So I remember it was our very first event. The venue was not confirmed. It was confirmed late in the evening because we had to depend on not donor support, but support in kind. So you have to be really like at the mercy of whoever is providing. And we didn't have money to buy chairs. I think to rent chairs, we only had like less than $200, and we were expecting 3,000 people to come. And it has reached 6 p.m. in the evening. The venue has just been confirmed. We don't have chairs, we don't have drinks, we don't have, but what we had is that we had reached out to everyone and every possible person who could have come in as a partner, in kind, in cash, So the day of the event came in, the night to the event, we reached out to our partner, to suppliers with chairs, not to suppliers, but we had some cash, so we paid for the chairs. The chairs came in at 3 a.m. so my colleagues had to sleep in the venue, and then the venue had to, they had to do the arranging of the venue. And cut the long story short, we had less than $200, but the event was so successful that one of the partners whom we hold so highly asked me, shared with me that this event must have costed you so much money. And I was laughing inside because I knew that the event costed us less than $200. But what I knew we did was we did our best. If it was going to fail, it was going to fail because it was meant to fail. It was meant to fail, but it was not going to fail because we didn't do our best. We did our best and it was successful. We had thousands of people coming in and they never asked for drinks. Sometimes we worry ourselves of things that are so not even important. So deal with things that are very important and give it your best. Number 9, accept that failure will always build you. Failure will build you, and I've seen it firsthand. When we started our organization, which is now 8 years old, we started with a lot of failure. We started with a lot of, we didn't know where to start from. We didn't know where to go about. We didn't know how to go about it. But as we went by, it built our confidence. Number 10 is start projecting your best scenario. Why am I saying this? A lot of people fail because they always have very nice worst scenario. They have wonderful ideas, they share with you and immediately you are just feeling so proud of them. But before you can even digest the best side of it, they always have the very, very detailed worst scenario. Oh, what if, and they have to even up to 3-4 years down the line. What if you can change that and give it your best scenario? When we started our organization, we had an option to say, what if we'll never get somebody to support our vision? What if no one else will buy into our idea? What if, but what we decided to is our best scenario is one person. Just one person's life will be changed by our organization. Just one person will benefit from this. Put your best scenario forward. When you always work with your best scenario, you will fail forward. I can assure you that it has worked for me, it will work for you. Fail forward. Put your best scenario. Always let the worst work on it. You have no control. But best scenario, you have control over it because it's internal. It's your thought. Lastly, always know that failure builds you up. Failure builds your confidence. Failure builds your personality. It makes you stronger because When you fail today, tomorrow you know which path not to take. The next day you know which road not to take. You know, so the more you fail, the more you become confident. But when you want to know everything all together, and you know, I want to know how it will end before I start, you will never start. And the sad part is, the world waits, the time waits for no one. No one. The time will never wait for you. So as my closing remark, what I can say is that stop thinking about what the world will do or how the world will receive it. Work on you internally. Ignore what you don't have control over. Just ignore it. You don't have control about it. You don't have control over it. Ignore it. And always put your work, always give your work the best. Put the best in the work you do. When you put the best in the work you do, even as you fail smiling. Have you ever failed smiling? You fail smiling because you did there's nothing else you could have done. There's nothing else. I always say it's just not the right time. It was not the right time for it. The right time will come, and go back and work on it. Go back and work on it. So don't say that, you failed, and put your best forward. Put the best work. Work on it. And the failure leads to success. The more you fail, the more you succeed. And you cannot just sit down and say, oh, I failed to succeed. No, the more you fail, the more you succeed. So you'll keep on failing as you keep on succeeding. And failure is a stepping stone. You'll keep on, keep on failing, in short. Because through failure, you'll succeed. You will definitely succeed. And if you've tried so many times and it's not working out, go back to the drawing board. Ask yourself, how come I didn't succeed? What can I do best? How can I do best? Is there anything I can improve on me or in me or about me internally that can make the process better, that can make me succeed? Is it that I should go back to school to learn a skill that can make me a better person? I'm not happy with my health. Is there anything I can do to improve my health? Is there anything I can, work on you. When you work on you and give you the best, there's nothing like failure. It is the best feeling you can always have. When the world sees as failure, you see it as the best, a better way to make it to the best. Thank you so much, and thank you guys for always, being my best, cheerleaders, for being my best, for being the best of you, watching my channel, liking it. Please comment, share your views, tell me what you think about this topic of failure, how you overcome your failure. We learn from one another, we learn from each other, we learn from the videos, from the books, from the stories, from sharing our journeys. So feel free, like, share, subscribe, and thank you so much for being part of this. Let's fail forward. Let's fail forward. Your journey has just started. Thank you.